It's a very compelling story, and it's quite intense as well. How was that journey, getting to know the character in Bumpy Johnson and living him out on screen?
It was it was a challenge, but it was enlightening too, because I got a chance to interview different people that knew him and stuff, to understand the way, at least the way they felt he thought, the incidents that he did and stuff. Those things really kind of like open a window for you, and they were opening different windows, and understanding what was happening with Malcolm was opening another window. So it was a challenge, because there's not a lot of footage of him, but it was also a sort of guiding post for me to search for more information to fill in all those gaps, to fill in the things. You can fill in the gap just by looking at a photograph. You can see somebody who does a gesture too many times. You say, why does he hold his hand like that? And then you'll find out, as you start to do the history and the research, you'll start to say, well, this comes from when he was a kid, when he was living in Charleston, and this is what, and you start to find those different things. It's an interesting journey.
Well, apart from you, of course, act alongside very renowned actors as well, and Nigel Thatch and Paul Sorvino and others. How has the chemistry been in making sure that you successfully, all around, tell the story successfully?
It's been, for me, it's been like one of the best experiences I've had. Working with Ofanesha Dara, who's my wife, and Nigel, of course, and Giancarlo Esposito, and Paul Sorvino, and Vincent D'Onofrio. These are like really powerhouse actors, and when you put them in a scene that's well written, because we had a good writers, Chris Bricado, something electric usually happens between us, because they're just lightning rods.
And allow me, in rounding off, maybe to have a look at the South African film industry. I mean, we've been experiencing some growth on some levels, but we have had turmoil in terms of actors talking about how they feel they aren't paid enough, and they're not remunerated enough. Is there any advice that you'd have for our local actors and maybe the industry as a whole?
I feel at a loss, because I don't know the history of the numbers and the issues as much as I should. I think it'll be something that I'll find out more this time around, because that's something that I'd like to know about. I mean, obviously, the industry has been growing and utilizing the facts of the kind of economic successes of our projects and films, and what that's done to the film industry itself has been very instrumental in moving forward and opening doors for people of color to be able to do so. I mean, I don't know who's making films here exactly. I don't know the budgets, and I don't know the monetary successes. So I hate to talk in ignorance, but I know that there's a way.
And lastly, maybe, are you doing anything else in the country? Any leisure time?
I have a center that's opening up in the Cape Flats in Athlone. It's a conflict resolution and development organization. We deal with youth empowerment and stuff. So we just opened the center up about a month ago, and so I'm going to be going there after I finish here to meet the new youth, group of youth that will be training for entrepreneurial work into their communities and stuff. So that'll be the next guiding points for me.
Fantastic. We certainly hope to follow you on that opening of the center and just document some of those things that you're doing in the country while you're still here. But from all our viewers on Newsroom Africa and the rest of the South Africa, please do enjoy your time here, and hope you come again.
Yeah, sure, of course.
All right, that's all we have for you here on Newsroom Africa. It's back to you in studio.